Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're covering some major travel disruptions hitting the British Columbia coast. And if you have plans to travel with BC Ferries, you'll definitely want to listen up. A powerful winter storm is battering southwestern BC, and it's causing chaos for thousands of people just days before Christmas. Environment and Climate Change Canada has issued wind warnings for a huge part of the south coast and the southern Gulf Islands. We're talking about wind gusts rocketing up to 90 kilometers per hour. These aren't just breezy conditions. These are dangerous winds that create incredibly rough seas, making it unsafe for ferries to sail. As a result, BC Ferries has made the tough but necessary decision to cancel dozens of sailings today. Monday, December 22nd, 2025. This is happening during one of the absolute busiest travel times of the year, so the impact is massive. Safety for passengers and crew is always the #1 priority. And in weather like this, keeping the vessels docked is the only responsible choice. Let's break down the specific routes that are affected, because this covers the major connections between the mainland and Vancouver Island. The Tsawwassen to Swartz Bay route, which is the main artery between Vancouver and Victoria, has seen all sailings between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. completely cancelled. That's a huge chunk of the day with no service on that key route. If you're traveling to Nanaimo, you're also out of luck for most of the day. The Tsawwassen to Duke Point route has suspended all its sailings until at least 5:45 p.m. Similarly, the Horseshoe Bay to Departure Bay route, connecting West Vancouver with Nanaimo, has cancellations in effect until 6:20 p.m. It's a near total shutdown of the major ferry services. The disruption doesn't stop there. Several smaller routes to the Gulf Islands have also been impacted. Crossings between Tsawwassen and places like Mainland and Salt Spring Island are also experiencing cancellations. This storm is really affecting the entire coastal marine network. So if you're planning any island hopping, you need to be checking your specific route status very carefully. BC Ferries is doing its best to keep everyone informed. They've been posting service notices on their official website and on their X account, which used to be Twitter. My advice to you is simple. Do not head to a ferry terminal without checking the latest updates first. The last thing you want is to be stuck in a massive lineup for a sailing that isn't going to happen. As you can probably imagine, the fallout from these cancellations is huge. The customer service center at BC Ferries is completely overwhelmed. They are reporting extremely high call volumes, which means if you're trying to call in to rebook or ask a question, you're going to face some very long wait times. It's a frustrating situation for everyone involved, both for the travelers and the staff trying to manage the chaos. So, what happens if your sailing was canceled? BC Ferries has stated that they will be contacting passengers with reservations directly. They will be offered options to either reschedule their trip for a later sailing or receive a refund if they can no longer travel. If you had a booking, keep a close eye on your email and phone for communications from them. For those without reservations, the situation is even more uncertain, as you'll be competing with a huge backlog of passengers once service resumes. This isn't just a ferry problem, it's a full-blown travel nightmare. The ripple effects are spreading. We're seeing reports that the online booking systems are getting overloaded. With so many people trying to change their plans at once, websites are crashing or becoming incredibly slow. You can feel the frustration boiling over on social media. People are sharing stories of being stuck, of holiday plans being ruined, and of the sheer headache of trying to figure out an alternative. The timing could not be worse. With Christmas just a few days away, many people were heading to visit family and friends. Now they're left scrambling. This storm has thrown a massive wrench into holiday plans for tens of thousands of travelers. It's a stark reminder of how powerful Mother Nature can be, and how vulnerable our travel infrastructure is to severe weather events, especially during peak seasons. Looking ahead, the big question is, when will things get back to normal? The cancellations are currently in effect until the early evening. However, everything depends on when these high winds die down. Even after the storm passes, it will take a significant amount of time for BC Ferries to clear the backlog of passengers. We're likely looking at a knock-on effect of delays and overbooked sailings for the next couple of days, right into the Christmas Eve travel period. If you are affected by this, try to be patient, though I know it's incredibly difficult. Keep refreshing the BC Ferries website for the most current information. If you can, consider alternative travel plans, although options are limited. This is a developing situation and we'll be keeping an eye on it. Stay safe out there, especially if you're near the coast. That's all the information we have for now on the BC Ferries cancellations. It's a tough day for travel in British Columbia. If you found this update helpful, please give this video a like and consider subscribing for more news and updates. We'll continue to monitor the situation and bring you the latest as it unfolds. Thanks for watching, and we hope you and your loved ones manage to connect for the holidays despite these challenges. Stay safe.